if you think about, if you think about Mike Ditka and Jim McMahon, you want that fiery connection between them. I don't see that. I see Carr coming to the sideline and kind of explaining it to Gruden. He gives a little shake of the head, and they go their separate ways, where you can kind of see that disappointment there, like he wishes his quarterback would have handled things differently.
He needs to do a Brady and start screaming at people on the sidelines when they're not doing what they're supposed to do, Marco.
Hey, Chuck, you talked about the Chargers with that 13-3. It's actually 17-4 if you go back even farther.
Super impressive.
In the 4 losses, they finished the season 10-2 last year. The 2 losses were to Kansas City and New England last year. And this year, their 2 losses, starting out 7-2, were to Kansas City and the Rams. Unbelievable.
They're good.
But I think, Marco, if you even go further back, if you look at the first 4 games last year.
Oh, yeah, those field goals.
They missed extra points. They missed field goals. They could easily have, by far, a better record than New England by 3 or 4 games over the last a year and a half.
Great game yesterday afternoon, Seahawks and Rams. This one was very exciting. The Rams pull it out. We talked about the Cooper Kupp injury coming out of the game, a big blow to the Rams, no question about that. The other thing you got to worry about here is every single game, Marcus Peters is becoming more of a liability in the defensive backfield. And I'll tell you what, he was exploited yesterday by the Seahawks.
Well, we'll see if he can get fired up against his ex-team, like Butler did against his ex-team.
They're going to go after him.
But they are going to go after him, and you're right. I mean, I talked about it earlier. I thought their defense has been exposed. I think they took 5 or 6 personal foul penalties yesterday for a Sean McVay team. That's uncharacteristic. The Seahawks seemed to get under their skin a little bit. Penny, who had not been a good back all season, kind of found himself and found what they thought he was when they drafted him. They were in a position to win that game. I thought they did a really poor job of containing Russell Wilson. He doesn't have great wideouts. I don't think Baldwin has any touchdowns yet this year. Lockett has come up with some big catches. They've had a revolving door at running back. We know that offensive line going into the season was one of the worst offensive lines in football. The Legion of Boom was gone, yet they could not contain Russell Wilson. He created more first downs on 3rd down than I've seen in a long time. And Patrick Mahomes is a pretty mobile quarterback.
Oh, he sure is.
So I think, you look at that in that altitude with that defense gassed, I think that, that's going to be an interesting game.
There's going to be 9 million points in that football game.
I think the prop should be, will the last team that has the ball win the game?
In college football, we look at a team that loses its unbeaten streak, and they're a go-against the next week. So I'll give the Rams credit. They were in kind of what we look at in football overall as a go-against spot. They did manage to win the football game, so give them props for that, but it was not a great spot for them.
How does Seattle run the football for 270 yards against a professional team?
Great guys.
Yeah, I don't know how they do that yesterday.
You hand it off and hope the guy goes for a lot of yards.
Look at. I know we'll talk about the Eagles-Cowboys game, but you talked about an Eagle team that was only giving up, I think, 84.2 yards per game, second in the league. Elliott struggled in the first half of the game. What adjustment they made in the second half, I have no idea, because he was running through huge holes, and if he doesn't fall after that hurdle, that's a touchdown run.
Well, let's go right into that game, because this was a great win for the Cowboys and for Jason Garrett.
And for the sportsbooks.
And for the Eagles, I'll just put it this way. I don't think you have to worry right now about scheduling another parade this year. They're just not the same team.
They definitely have the Super Bowl hangover, and with all the chatter – with all the chatter about Jason Garrett and the hot seat there and Dak Prescott and the way they ran the ball the last couple of weeks, God, for whatever reason, when they came out of the locker room yesterday, they dominated. They dominated that game. They easily could have had more points. I thought they could have easily been ahead by a lot more. They missed a field goal.
Yep.
They settled for some field goals. And you go back to that game 2 weeks ago, they lost to Tennessee. If they could have put Tennessee away in the first quarter of that game and didn't. They ended up losing that game. I think that's kind of a signature win for Jason Garrett. I know he's been there for a long time, but that win in Philadelphia against the champs on prime time with his seat getting pretty hot, I think was encouraging for them. Cooper had 75 yards receiving. I think he helps that offense a lot. Alan Hearns got more involved, Michael Gallup, Cole Beasley. What I thought was a bad receiving core 2 weeks ago, I now think is a pretty good receiving core. And if you can get some holes like that for Ezekiel Elliott and Prescott can settle down a little bit, I love the way their linebackers play. I still think that's the kind of win that could catapult them to win the NFC East.
And I'll tell you what, yes, I agree with that, and we just saw them play their best football for 30 minutes. Now the question is, can the Cowboys maintain that, Marco?
Yeah, the Cowboys is a great game for them, but for Philadelphia, no running game, and the defense is horrendous. The defense is getting worn out because they don't have balance on offense, and that's going to be a problem for Philly moving forward.
We'll take a break. We'll come back. We got a lot more to go. We're done with the recaps. We're going to start looking ahead. We'll get to our angle of the day, which is a good one, and we will take a look at tonight's action as well.
The Las Vegas Sportsline.
Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Rod Woodson here from Westwood One with a preview of Monday Night Football. The primetime action comes from the West Coast this week when the San Francisco 49ers take on the New York Giants. Rod, the 49er fans are excited about last week's win over the Raiders with undrafted rookie quarterback Nick Mullins.
And they should be. Nick Mullins had an outstanding game in his first career start, 16 for 22, 262 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Now, they're facing the Giants, and we know who they have. OBJ, we know he's an outstanding player, but they have a young stud running back in Saquon Barkley, 5 rushing touchdowns, 519 rushing yards so far this year. This is going to be a nice game.
It's the Giants and the 49ers on Monday Night Football.
Remember to listen to Westwood One's coverage of the NFL all season long, right here on ESPN Las Vegas.
Napa know-how. Right now, Napa has 5-quart jugs of Pennzoil or Valvoline full synthetic motor oil for $23.99. That's one heck of a deal for all-weather engine protection. So whether you're driving in Phoenix, Arizona, Duluth, Minnesota, or down the street to the grocery store, the right oil for your ride is just $23.99. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how. Napa know-how. General States pricing. Sales prices do not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Offer ends 12/31/18.
There's Black Friday, and then there's Pro Black Friday at the Home Depot. Special savings for pros on pro-grade brands to get the job done right. This Pro Black Friday, get a Makita 18-volt brushless 6-piece combo kit. It's a special buy, just $499. You get a set of tools with longer runtime, increased power and speed, and longer tool life. Only during Pro Black Friday, only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Valid through December 31st, U.S. only while supplies last.
This is JT for the Caesar Sports app, the sports book in the palm of your hand. No need to ever...
Introducing the all-new 2019 Subaru Forester. Standard symmetrical all-wheel drive with 33 miles per gallon, plus standard EyeSight driver assist technology. The SUV for all you love.
EPA estimated highway. Actual mileage may vary. EyeSight is a driver assist system that may not operate optimally under all driving conditions. Driver is responsible for safe and attentive driving. System effectiveness depends on many factors. See owner's manual.
SubaruLasVegas.com.
Is credit card debt burying you alive? What if one phone call could help save you thousands of dollars? Years of stress and anxiety. What if one phone call, right now, could help save your family from bankruptcy? We're Credit Associates, and one phone call to us could help save you thousands. Because if you have more than $5,000 in credit card debt, you may not have to pay it all off. For free information on how we could settle your debt for a lot less than you owe, call 1-800-500-6122. There's no obligation, just free information. Sometimes all it takes to change your life is one phone call. Make your call now and we'll show you, for free, just how much money you could save. 1-800-500-6122. We depend on your success and offer a guarantee, so there's no risk to call. This is too important to wait. Call 1-800-500-6122.
Are you aware that over 260 million records containing sensitive information were compromised in just the first 4 months of 2018? Cyber attacks are on the rise. The importance of data security has never been higher, and Ray Morgan Company has the tools to help assure your peace of mind. I would like to extend an invitation to attend our Las Vegas Security and Technology Showcase on November 15th. Security specialists will be on hand demonstrating the latest solutions from HP, Canon, Ricoh, and many more. Come see how Ray Morgan Company's cybersecurity solutions are keeping thousands of businesses' data safe and secure. We look forward to sharing why great organizations like Nevada Childhood Cancer Foundation, Thomas & Mack Development Group, Las Vegas Paving, and the Raiders have chosen to partner with Ray Morgan Company. Please visit raymorgan.com/events or call 702-854-7101 for more information. We look forward to seeing you on November 15th.
Today we're talking to Dr. Arakaki for Universal Men's Clinic about Movember. Dr. Arakaki, hey, thanks for joining us. What exactly is Movember?
So Movember is a movement using mustaches to start conversations about men's health. Issues such as diabetes, depression, and low testosterone. So if you haven't seen a doctor in a while, make it a priority.
Well, everybody knows Universal Men's Clinic treats low testosterone and erectile dysfunction. Tell us a little more about low T.
As men age, they tend to lose 1 to 2% of their testosterone each year. This leads to low testosterone. Common symptoms are low energy, weight gain, or loss of strength. This is a treatable condition, and the first step is just an office visit.
All right, guys, take action. Make that appointment today. Universal Men's Clinic is offering free office visits in Movember to first responders and military or union personnel.
Call Universal Men's Clinic at 702-430-6994. That's 702-430-6994. Or visit universalmensclinic.com.
I wish dating was as easy as finding a vehicle at Findlay Kia. No pressure, no hassles, just straightforward answers and complimentary popcorn. Findlay Kia is the highest-rated Kia dealer in Las Vegas. For the best customer care, come see a Kia. Findlay Kia.
Hello, friends. This is Thomas Johnson from Joe's Seafood Prime Steak and Stone Crab. Need a great idea for lunch or dinner? Your best bet is Joe's, one of the most popular dining destinations on the Strip. Joe's provides the ideal setting for private parties with accommodations for up to 150 guests. Stop by to see us at the Forum Shops at Caesars and ask for Thomas Johnson, your maitre d'.
702-792-9222, the phone number to make reservations. Marco, you did that last week, or at least your wife did, for your birthday, and you had a great meal down there.
We did. Great. Food was great. I had your Dover sole that you told me to get. And
I wish it was my Dover sole.
And the wife had the fried chicken that we had in studio that one day. So it was good. Good. You can't go wrong at Joe's. But they were packed for a Tuesday night.
They're always packed. That's why you got to make a reservation. And, of course, you can go there for lunch as well. They're open 11:30 every day. For lunch with some great specials. What do we have from Ralph Michaels?
We've got another great angle from Ralph as the streak continues with the Joe's angles of the day. This one is hockey. We're going to go since 2007. Play against any NHL dog that is off an away shutout loss and lost to this foe at home the last time they played.
The Blackhawks then.
This is
because they got shut out last game. They lost to Carolina last week in the first game under the new coach. They did make a nice comeback in that game, down 4-0, got to 4-3, and now they're at Carolina tonight.
Right, going against these teams in this situation are 51 and 101. So going against them, you flip that. That is a pretty good angle, 66.4% winning angle. That's nothing to sneeze at.
It's not. Let's go to our Monday MJ Christensen 4-4.
1, 2, 3 into the 4.
Put the fours up. Put the fours up, I said. Do it right now.
Tonight's action is just around the bend, and the guys want to get your night off to a great start.
4.
It's the Las Vegas Sportsline's 4 at 4.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. Unbelievable.
And we'll start it off in the NBA with the Pelicans matching up with the Raptors tonight. Chuck, what's the number on this game? Well, Marco.
Last I saw it was 9, guys. -9.
You don't have your app in front of you.
I know. I've been running around all morning. I didn't know exactly what it was. I knew that it was, it was 8 or 9, but I wasn't sure.
Doesn't have his STN app in front of him. Come on.
I should have. I should have looked at it.
Yeah, you look at this one, guys. You got Toronto. They're 12-1 out of the gate in. Kawhi Leonard hasn't played all of those games.
That's with and without him.
Yeah, so. He's not. They're resting him on back-to-back nights and everything else. This is a team that shoots the lights out of the basketball, and they play good defense. Number 6 in the league in defense.
Are they ascending to the number 1 future spot in the as far as the
Eastern Conference?
Eastern Conference is concerned?
Yeah, I think you still, from a public standpoint, though, it's still Boston. But yeah, I mean, you look at how well Toronto's playing right now. Still, to me, it's a little bit of a head-scratcher in those back-to-back nights that you take a night off. I mean, you go back and you think about, Jordan and Bird and Magic and Kobe and Malone and Barkley and Ewing. That didn't occur.
No.
I mean, those guys were logging long minutes as well.
It's not in the first month of the season either,
And from our side, of course, it's much more difficult. We think he's going to take tonight off, but is he going to take tonight off? So
it's the same philosophy. I don't know. This is just the way sports are now. In baseball, 90 pitchers, better get somebody up in the bullpen. Everything has changed from the way it used to be. Warriors and Clippers matching up tonight. And obviously, the Warriors are going to be good-sized favorites on the road. But, You know that this is a game the Clippers will treat as kind of a Super Bowl type atmosphere. They're not going anywhere this year. So for them playing the Warriors, Marco, that's a big deal.
It is a